And you're not.
In an aggressive way.
No, I did not say sorry in an aggressive way. That's not true.
What led up to it?
I don't know what led up to it. But I did.
We just had.
I said sorry, and I meant it, and then you wanted to use it against me, and then rub my nose in it, which is something you do all the time.
No.
Would you like to end our conversation now, because it's clearly not going anywhere?
If you want to end the conversation, end the conversation. Here's what I'm saying.
What?
Sorry, when you hear it all the time.
Then I won't say it anymore.
Sorry becomes, it almost has no meaning.
Alright, then I won't say it anymore.
And you're being defensive. You're picking out things to fucking hit back with in your own way right now. So what are you gonna be like with the cancer? Is it like is that a dream? Am I dreaming, or is that just something that you'd like to do, but you worry about me running away, but yet you're the one who gets heated up?
We both get heated.
I was not heated just now.
No, you weren't just now.
I don't think I've been heated the majority of this conversation.
Oh, good.
I don't want that. If you love me, I'll try. If I love you, I'll try. I mean, if you love me, you'll try. And if I love you, I'll try. That's about the most we can give them.
Yeah, let's just see what happens.
You can be fatalistic about it if you want. That's also.
I didn't mean to be. I just feel
Time.
stupid for trying to be earnest. It's like anytime I am, it's like you're a fucking animal. You know, like you fucking smell weakness. And as soon as I am humble or earnest and go, okay, I'm sorry or whatever, that's when you get fucking, you get something from it. And then you start going mean, and then you start saying insulting things, and then you start, really not, you can't resist rubbing someone's nose in it once they say, sorry I did that. You just you can't, it's like a scab. You can't help but pick. You gotta it's like you get something from it. So, I won't say sorry anymore. I won't be earnest anymore. I was trying to be humble. I thought it would work for us because ego, pompous fucking attitudes don't really work so well for us. So I was actually trying to say, sorry, you're right. Sorry, I was wrong. Sorry. What do I get for it?
All I said is sorry becomes just a go-to sort of thing to fix, to patch it up, to band-aid it.
Heavens forbid I try to band-aid this.
That becomes almost meaningless.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it seems really meaningless to try and fix something that's broken. That's really meaningless, huh? Heavens forbid I try to fix it.
Saying absolutely.
Who says I don't mean them? Only you. Only you. So you know how I feel, how I think. You know better. And you want to tell me you're trying to be earnest and humble? Are you trying it all to be earnest and humble and real and earnest? Have you ever tried that? In a fight when you're hurt? When you're angry? Have you ever just tried to be stronger than that shit and just be earnest?
What do you think I've been doing? Insulting you? Is that insulting?
Heavens forbid I try to put a Band-Aid. Don't you fucking give me shit about saying sorry. As if that's a bad thing. As if Band-Aids are a bad fucking thing. You know what we need? We need that. We need humility. We need fucking humility. We need to be able to say sorry to each other.
remember, but it couldn't have been even 2 weeks ago. We had a talk where I said to you, listen, I feel like I keep saying I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry for everything. I've been saying that since I was a kid, just to fucking get through this shit. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Even sometimes if you don't feel like you did anything wrong, you just say, I'm sorry. To fucking quash it, to quell it. You know? So, I'm not, you know, haranguing you or fucking attacking you. I'm just explaining to you, to me, from my perspective, it's not just your sorries, it's my sorries too. Because they happen a lot. Because we fight a lot. So if it's always just, I'm sorry. You know, I love you can be said easily with the mouth, but you gotta know you gotta see what's happening inside. You gotta be able to look into those eyes. You gotta be able to feel it. But that's all I'm saying. I was not attacking you. It's okay. As a matter of fact, look, that's for both of us. That's for both of us. So I won't have to say I'm sorry if I feel like I didn't do anything. And I don't have to say I'm sorry all the time because...
Then don't.
Huh?
Then don't say you're sorry. That's what we need. We need a real grown-up relationship where we don't have to say sorry to each other when we hurt the other. That's going to fix this. Out of all the fucking things you take from this, what you really walk away with is that.
No. Listen to me, please. What I'm saying is, I'm sorry. It doesn't need to be tossed around like it's the only thing that's going to get us out of this. That's not going to.
Who said it was the only thing that would get us out of this? Who said it's as simple as a sorry? Who said that's all we're going to do?
I think we have to be honest. The sorry can come later. Explain yourself. I'll explain myself and say, look, I feel fucked over about this, or I feel bummed about this. You say, look, that was really rude, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then
you'll freak out.
You're predicting the future.
You're right. Last night, I couldn't have said anything. I wish I could. Impossible. You would have fucking attacked me. You would have fucking defended it, attacked me. The only thing that really, you would never have thought, that is kind of shitty of me. No one holds you accountable. You don't hold yourself accountable. You never, ever do. You want to complain about having said sorry too much, yet I actually feel like you attack more than you say sorry, and if you ever have to say sorry, you fucking lose it. I don't know what this obsession is about not saying sorry, but if this is your ego talking, then protect your ego. Be with yourself. But that just seems like ego to me.
You missed my point. Altogether.
What would have really been great yesterday is a sorry. And so if your big point is that we shouldn't have to say it and we shouldn't say it, it's like, how's that going to help us? Yesterday, you would have never thought, I'm really sorry. But yet, if you had actually tried to change how you saw, change your perspective and thought, I want to take care of this person and not this person. If you had thought that, you would have said sorry. You might not have had the instinct to think that I was right. But now, in retrospect, you know that I was right. You know that I had the right, that it was fair.
I walked into the room saying, goddamn fucking Isaac, man.
That's not sorry. There's a difference.
Was I being aggressive with it?
There's a difference. It's not a sorry. There's a difference. One cares for me. The other is you.
What I'm saying is...
If we need less of that in our relationship, then you and I are totally talking different languages, and this is a waste.
No. I'm sorry is an after-the-fact thing. Explain ourselves honestly and to the point without freaking out. And then I understand more of what you're really upset about. And then I could say, fuck, I'm sorry. Now I really understand. But had I said sorry last night, you weren't gonna. I mean, I bet fucking dollars to donuts. You weren't gonna turn around and say, "Oh, it's okay, baby, I understand." For sure not. I'm saying if I was at the track, I'd be putting all my money on that.
Okay. But you should try it once. You don't ever act like you're humble. You're always defensive. You're always
What did you say
on the
about me earlier? You said I was the most
kind heart
hearted,
ever.
caring.
That's if you're not wrong. If you haven't done something wrong. You have this bad boy complex, like a mom bad boy complex. As soon as you feel like you fucked up, I've never seen anything like it.
You can include the dad in there too, because he got me pretty good as well.
It's like this allergy to doing anything wrong. If you were seen in a bad light, and I'm not even saying you're a bad boy. I'm not saying.
Wrong, just be fucked with.
Yeah, but I'm not fucking with you by saying, "Hey man, I've been waiting for you. It's been a long time, and you could have just let me know, could have texted me, whatever." That's not being fucked with. But you see it that way. That's the real issue. That's a big picture issue.
That is not the way he was approached by you last night. It wasn't.
I didn't approach it last night like that because I can't approach it. If I ever say these things to you, you immediately, like, this is what I'm talking about. You go into this ego-driven, protect your own self, defend yourself. I didn't do anything wrong. Fuck you. I'm tired of being wrong all the time. I hate this, kind of thing.
And that's what you were doing as well.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you were doing as well. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right.
Fucking true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were protecting your ego because you didn't
Oh,
want
yeah.
to say nothing.
It was. I actually was protecting my ego. I told you why. I told you why I did that way. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to internalize it and be fucked over and try to fall asleep desperately because force yourself to sleep so you don't confront the person you're supposed to be friends with for fear of knowledge of them not actually saying, "I care about you, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings." They're not going to fuck about your feelings and only caring about themselves and whether they're right or wrong, whether they're right specifically, not a bad boy, they're not a fuck up, so they can't do anything wrong. How dare you fucking criticize me?
It's always like that.
I can't ever. You want honesty, but then when I'm honest with you and say, like, what? We're going to a party now? Why didn't you tell me? That's fucking rude. I can't be mad. I can't get mad at you. You can't do anything wrong. I mean, it's just